What's going on, everybody? Oh, boy, I am Alex. I'm on your screen. What is going on? We are currently looking at Wayne tearing up the qualifying line for this month's slide style event right here at Springstone. We are chilling. It's a final practice session. The guys are all signed up. We've got all the data imported into our system. And we are ready to rock and roll for tomorrow's qualifying session. I do very quickly. Let me switch over right here real quick. I need to knock something out on my end real quick. I meant to do it earlier and I forgot to. I've been working on Charlie's new PC. It has been a process, boy. It is there. It's going. Right now, I got her a new solid state drive, so it's copying her game directory, her Steam library over to that, so all of her games will be on one drive, Windows and whatnot will be on the other. Especially with her doing her own stream, she's going to be playing more story-based games and everything like that. They take up some space. So let me make sure I've got this stuff taken care of. Boom, that's all good. Excuse me. All right, let's dive back in. So anyway, what is going on? Wayne is here. Frosty is here. What's happening? Hero is here. What's going on, guys? We have changed up the way that the password is done in the Discord. I've discovered that there's a way for people to see the way we were doing it before. So we made a new text channel, and inside of that text channel, I will be pasting the official password for whatever the server is on closed up, you know, like comp days and qualifying and things like that. Like tomorrow, that's where it'll be. So the only people able to see that are the drivers that are confirmed as signed up and in our system. If you did sign up and you cannot see that, let me know, because sometimes you guys have crazy-ass names in Discord, and I haven't had a chance to change it, because in our Discord, I change it to what your driver's nickname is, for example. So whereas on the Alex on your screen Discord, we would have one row of Potate on there, because that's his Twitch handle, but Slide Style, he's just Potate. That's what's on the windshield. That's what's on the graphics for Slide Style events. So that's what goes in the Discord. So I just keep it, you know, makes it real nice, neat and organized for people to be able to see. But we got Foxy in here. Akuza's in here. Theory. Hero. We got these guys hanging out. Foxy's got his concept machine over there looking sexy. Hero just got in the server. I believe Akuza did as well. Check out Akuza's machine here, rocking the old Mercedes. I'm digging it. Theory, of course, hanging out in the Yaris. Speaking of potatoes, here comes the primitive potato over here. Hero said he's setting his wheel up. And speaking of nicknames in Discord, I need to make sure I get his updated as well. Blaze, what's going on? Oh, with the Prime sub. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. That's so awesome. What is going on, my friend? How have you been? Appreciate that, man. You are the best. All right, well, we will see what the new potato has for us here. He's rocking the old Toyota Sora here, otherwise known as a Lexus 300. Dill Villa, what's going on? I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to closed slide style practice. Let me go on and get this graphic up here for people to check it out. Slide that in there. I get it. Slide that in there. But these guys are practicing for tomorrow's qualifying event right here on the channel at Alex on your screen. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's true, Blaze, and it is late. I don't know what Wayne's in here playing the crickets for. It is late, though, man. It is late. I have got Charlie's computer all built and hooked up, so right now it is copying her game libraries over and everything like that. Boost, what's happening, buddy? So, she's watching some TV and hanging out, so here in a couple hours I'll go do some reboots and make sure everything's installed properly and everything like that. I think tonight we'll spend a little bit of time setting up all of her games to run better, you know, all her graphic settings and whatnot.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
That's right, it is ready. But that's going to be cool, man. She'll be streaming in 1080p now, which will be nice. Good quality coming out of there. She's got an all-new processor, motherboard, memory, solid-state drive, processor,
stop
cooling, the whole deal.
Fuck.
I can't stop saying penis. But no, it's all in there, man. It's awesome. Potatoes, turn it up, man. Uh-oh, we got a J in here. All the boys are just chilling. See Theory over here burning it down. Hope I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit that button. But this right here is what awaits everybody tomorrow. These guys are getting their practice runs in. It's going to be a fun time. Yeah, definitely when you guys are coming back through that middle section where it crosses over, because I know it's hard to wait in between, you know, for everybody to make a full run. But when you're coming through that section, do it like you do it with highway traffic. Boost, there is, I'm not quiet. I know I am at least almost twice as loud as everybody else that streams on Twitch, but between my compressor and limiter settings, I'm peaking at 0, and my RMS is currently at about 20, which is like almost music levels of compression. And my RMS is about halfway to where the game is peaking, so I should be ridiculously louder than the game. But yeah, there is not a snowball's chance in hell that I am quiet. I mean, the game is, I haven't touched it, haven't changed it. See if maybe the last update changed something, but. And we streamed CarX a few days ago with no issues either. Yep. Still at 35. Yeah, none of the sound stuff has changed at all. So that is all the same. We can check, yeah, Windows. I've got the right volume there. So we are at our usual spot. So I don't know, man. Yeah, checking all my usual settings. Everything is in its normal spot. Let's see if this is... There we go. That should have kicked everything over. Yep. Yeah, everything looks good as can be to me. So we should be all right. I don't know. What is everybody else hearing, man? Meanwhile, we'll go back over to Hero sliding around here. Yeah, we're going to have to come up with something as a way to better. I don't know if you guys need to line up and take turns. Apparently, Hero's driving a hybrid.
You want to dance?
Swear, what's going on, buddy? Now, like, none of the cars have engine sound at all. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, everything should be, Yeah, Hero, that thing was dead silent. CarX does that amongst the 40,000 other pile of issues that the game has. Sometimes your car just stops making noise. Sounds about right, Swerve. Sounds about right. Bruce, what's going on, buddy? We're hanging out watching these guys get a little bit of practice in. Hero's still driving a hybrid. It's just tire sound. Barry and Fox are doing a little tandem work in here. Look at Theory getting all the way out to the outside. But yep, it is Ruse in his final practice before qualifying tomorrow evening. These guys are running the qualifying line now, getting a little practice in for that. These guys are all signed up, ready to go. I got all of their information on their cars, their livery designs, and everything like that. Is all set up. He doesn't know how to get in, or well, were you signed up? Because I'm pretty sure everybody that's signed up. Oh, it's all in this. Actually, right here, right above my head in bright red letters. Exclamation point slide style, man. It'll take you over to the slide style Discord, and every single thing you need to know is in there. I think that might be the one sentence that I've said more than anything else in my entire life. I need to get a t-shirt that has that on there. Everything that you could ever possibly dream of knowing about SLIDESTYLE is all nice and neatly organized in all of the channels on the SLIDESTYLE Discord. I love how Theory's car just barely gets under the sign. He thumps it every time. Never get tired of looking at the primitive Tater's car here. Well, we could take a quick look over here and show the what the qualifying line is. Take my little test in RX-7 here. We'll see these guys are getting ready to go. So I'll wait just a second. But the starting line is right here as you pass under the sign. This is where the cars are going to start up. I've got all my camera settings all preset and everything, which is pretty cool. So that's all good. So the line starts right here. I'm making sure they get down there and go through the middle section so we don't get crossed up. This is where the line starts out at. Oh, all right. Well, hang on. I'll back up again. My bad, hero. Wait till we see Yakuza get down the hill. I know once he gets down the hill there, I know I can't get crossed up with him in the intersection there. All right, so here's the line. You take off right here. Hook to the right as you come through the planters there in the parking lot. You're going to come around to this blue wall and you're going to ride it all the way down as you come down the hill here. Make your way back in between where the trees are planted here. Loop around this section. Now this will be the end of the tandem line here, but the qualifying line, see, that's exactly what I was worried about right there, and that's why I was trying to wait. But anyway, the qualifying line comes around this way. You come down the hill, and you make your way through. And you can either cross back over that way or come straight back up this way, and that is the qualifying line. For tomorrow's qualifying event. So we will get back to checking out what these guys have got going on. Uh-oh, now Wayne's in a hybrid. Anyway. Slow, what's going on, buddy? And Don, what's happening, boys? Getting our final practice in for tomorrow's qualifying event here for SLIDESTYLE. Game is just bugging out like crazy here a little bit, but yeah, dude, you didn't see my response on the Discord? I sent a message back to you. The song that you sent was dope, but the #1 song on their Spotify with the most listens or whatever that one was my favorite. But yeah, they are interesting. It's definitely fun as shit, though. I feel like it'd be fun as hell at a show. They remind me a lot of bands like I Wrestled a Bear Once, or I'm trying to think of what the other. That really pretty much is it. Or Amur. Yeah, like I Wrestled a Bear Once or Amur. Kind of that type of just not giving a fuck vibe. I'm loving these hybrid machines here. I'm about to drop out of the server and jump back in, see if that doesn't help any. Dom, you gotta start running some SLIDESTYLE events, man. You can get in here with these boys. Yep, qualifying is tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun time. So far, I believe our sign-up sheet came out to 18. So hopefully everybody can make it, but if not, that's still a good number. All right, Foxy, no worries, man. Yeah, sorry we had to start up so late. But Charlie's computer is all built out and hooked up. I needed to make sure I had it right and ready to go because she wants to stream some tomorrow afternoon because her work schedule got a little changed up. So she wanted to stream some tomorrow afternoon, I believe. Or maybe kind of morning-ish, somewhere at lunchtime, basically. She wanted to stream a little bit tomorrow. But also, of course, we have SLIDESTYLE tomorrow night. And then, yeah. So she's going to stream this weekend because I'm working on Saturday, so it's a whole thing. But anyway, I wanted to make sure she was all set up and good to go tonight, so that way if there were any problems, I had tomorrow to work on it. So that's all good. Swerve, I got every whatever signups were in last night at like midnight or 1 in the morning when I shut it down and downloaded everything and imported it into our system. That's all. If there was a sign up in there, I got it. So if you can't see the password, Swerve, in Discord, let me know. I think, were you in here? You're not in here yet. Yeah, if you can't see the password, just let me know. I got you, Dom. Yeah, well, once you get it built out, man, next month, I believe we decided, well, I think we ended up on St. Petersburg. That's where the next one's going to be. We're going to go for a nice, good flat line there. And, Prim, I got whatever the last, so when every time you sign up, my system takes your latest sign up. So you could sign up 15 times. You're only going in my system once, and it's with the last set of data that was put in. And slow. Sorry, man. Yeah, open lobbies will be. We'll probably be hanging out CarX one day next week before the main comp, and we probably would have been done with practice by now if it wasn't for me working on Charlie's computer. But yeah, we got to keep the passwords close, just by rule. We can't be, not that because I know you wouldn't do nothing crazy, but just, once we make a rule, we got to stick to it. So yeah, we take SLIDESTYLE seriously with that type of stuff. So, all right, Foxy, we'll see you tomorrow, man. But yep, whatever signups were done, however they were done, last night when I imported them, that is what is in the system. Now, a couple of people, I know that I updated their colors a little bit just because I know their cars and I know their liveries. So, like, the color of red on Wayne's car here, for example, the actual hex for that is darker than how it's rendered in-game because it's either a glossy color or whatever, but when the sun is on it, it's a lot brighter red than the hex color he sent me. So I know that because I look at the car all the time. So, some things like that I spruced up, but nope, everything that's in there is in there. You're all good, Jay. It's no worries, man. I'm sorry you're still not feeling good. Whatever it is, I hope it gets better soon. Go get you some sleep, man. Hell yeah, slow man. Post that stuff in Discord. We'll check it out. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop out of the server and jump back in because everybody's cars are losing engine sound. Hero's just still rocking the hybrid over here. Looking good, though. It sounds so funny. Oh yeah, Jay. Oh yeah. Happens to my WRX all the time. All the time. Got my hybrid WRX. All right, well here, let me switch over to old full view here. Let me drop up out of this server. Try it again here. All right, we're dropped back in here. Well, my RX-7 has sound. Always look both ways before crossing the street. All right. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drive the line from the TV camera. Here we go. We're gonna see how well this works out. Not very well, I imagine. Ah! I thought I was over here. Oh! This is so hard. Here we go. Now we're getting it. Oh, I said that. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm in the pole. All right, so that's really hard. Hero, it's all good, man. It ain't nothing serious. It's all about having fun. Especially with qualifying, man. It's just giving it your best shot. You know the line and just putting your car on the absolute edge, man. I'll give this one a try here. We'll see if I can get a good qualifying run here. I mean, when you want to go for that maximum angle, try to get as close to this wall as you can. I ain't super good at that part, but that's going to be a big bonus coming out wide through here so you can carry as much momentum through this area as possible. The quick transition right through here. Probably coming back out wide to this wall again like that. That was pretty good. I got close there. And then probably doing something tricky through here, like maybe getting close to the inside wall, close to the pole, who knows. And hey, it's qualifying. It's a solo run. You could always, if you guys have the setups to do 360s and things like that, I mean, if it's a risk versus reward kind of thing, if you can do it, make it look good, make it flow with the line. It could be to your advantage with the crowd vote, or they might think you're showboating if you try to 360 it out and hit the wall or over rotate or whatever it may be. That was a pretty good wall right there, a little bit better than last time. But I did not set myself up well for this area here. Oh, we were going to be good, Theory. It's going to be the perfect crossover. Totally did a donut around the pole on purpose. Totally on purpose. No, Wayne, you go on ahead. I will see if I can catch up with that crazy speed demon machine. He's got a bodyguard. You're not allowed to catch up. All right. We'll go watch the guys that are actually part of the event here, not me. Hero trying to get the 360 on the downhill there. Theory working all the way out in the grass. But look at that, going all the way to the outside of every wall in every corner. But it's all about your driving style and how to maximize what it is you're good at. We've always said that Theory is Mr. Consistency. He can put that car wherever he wants, whenever he wants to, so it's going to be to his advantage. Fast or slow doesn't matter. Really, angle doesn't even matter. He's going to be able to put that back corner of his car, right, that back bumper right up on every wall. Every time. Look at how close. I mean, he's just that's going to be his big advantage. Wayne, of course, and Malte, these guys have got the speed demon three-wheeling machines. So them just bringing that all-out aggression to the line is going to be what takes them. I mean, look at that, 90 degrees sideways. His back bumper was parallel to that wall on the way through. That's the kind of stuff that's going to get these guys a lot of high votes. But that's what SLIDESTYLE is all about, man. There's not a specific set of things that people look out for to say, oh, well, this driver had this, but this driver didn't have this. Is your personalities. Your driving style is at the forefront. We know what these guys bring to the table. And then you've got guys like Prim here, the primitive potato. We don't know anything about this guy. He's brand new. So we're going to his qualifying line is going to be brand new to everybody. So we're going to see what he brings to the table. That is an awesome looking car, and it is going to be awesome to see what he brings out tomorrow. But he is definitely a wheel man for sure. He will be getting some votes. I know that. You already see Hero is over here working on some 360s. So will he be the tricks guy? Coming out for his qualifying attempt. Showing the car control, the throttle control. Taking that super light RX-7 and spinning it all over the place. And then Akuza's showing up here with the Mercedes. And see, that's what Akuza's all about, man. He is the car guy. Akuza has always got a different car, a different livery design, something different every single time. But yet he always manages to be able to tune it up and set it up in such a way to where he can drift it competitively. And I think that's one of the biggest points about Akuza's driving style is this man. I always used to say that you could take Kyle Busch and put him on a lawnmower and he'd still find a way to finish a cup race in the top 5. Well, it's the same thing as Akuza, man. This guy you could put him in anything, man, and he can drive it. Not anybody can do that, man. Some guys have got their cars. Y'all know me. When I'm on here, I'm usually in my 180 because that's just the car that I'm comfortable with. I like switching around to different cars. But if I've got to do any serious drifting, that's kind of my car. But Akuza can just jump in anything. But I think that is definitely one of the biggest advantages to a slide style event over any other drifting event is the driving personalities and driving styles are absolutely at the forefront. And I think it's keeps things interesting, makes things fun. Dom, is there any chance that, I don't remember if you're on PC or console, but Kino might have something for you? The vehicle sounds, I know they have some custom sound, things like that. I'll say I haven't even tried it, so I don't know what it sounds like. Oh, and I know they also have that, the new external wastegate setting. I don't know if that changes the sound of the vehicle any. I would assume it does, but maybe you can toggle that on or off and see how that changes the sound, if at all. Have they made the different exhaust kits modify the sounds of the cars, or is that just purely for looks? I've never really tested it. But the realism of some of the things in game surprises me, so I don't know if they've done that or not. I didn't know. I noticed it the other day because I was just kind of messing around with it, tweaking on it. Is because you know how when you change your suspension settings, you can see the car raise up and down and everything like that, and your tire width sizes and everything like that. I didn't know that when you change the air pressure in the tires, the same thing. It actually will move the middle of the tire will balloon up if you put it all the way up, make it crazy. I did not know that. There you go, Prem. Hell yeah, dude. You and Pirate, man. Pirate does stuff like that. Pirate's got the beer truck. Jay has the Slambulance. It's always funny seeing that stuff, man. But yeah, after the last event, Pirate rolling up with the beer truck. It was pretty awesome. Uh-oh, Wayne is back with the alternate livery design. What's going on with this here, Wayne? Do I need to go update the overlays? I am not gonna lie to you. I kind of like this better. The yellow's not bad, but something about this, man, that red is pretty. I still see some yellow on your quarter panels. Well, that might be the paint. That might be the inside of those little weird sections on the body kit. That's exactly what that is. So you'd have to change the paint, not the vinyl, I guess. Oh, so this is just the practice design here?
Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16.
Well,
Austin 3:16 says I just whooped your ass.
What is this I see right here? Y'all see that right there on the back window? Is that a three-time champion sticker right there on the back windshield? Damien, what's going on, buddy? These guys are getting their practice runs in here. Right, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing? Welcome to a slide style practice session. You can, Damien. Me and Wayne were just talking about that last night. Is we want to figure out, I know we talked about it on the last stream too, the last slide style practice stream. We want to figure out how to indicate your winning status, you know, because obviously Wayne is a three-time slide style event winner, so we want to figure out a way to put it on the car. We thought about doing maybe the windshield banner, but that might be funky looking, we're not sure. Thought about like if there's a trophy vinyl or something in the game, maybe adding those somewhere, but I don't think there is one. So maybe we'll do like stars or something, but yeah, he's got the 3 on the back window there. It's kind of an interesting idea. I don't mind that. Oh, Ryan says he's here to take some notes. Yeah, I've heard you've been venturing into the world of CarX a little bit. We have been having some fun with it for sure. So you can see this is one of our many kind of crazy competition lines that we run. We go to the maps and try to find fairly unconventional ways to put together lines. One of the coolest things about CarX in general, just from a streaming perspective, is these custom cameras you can set up. None of these cameras you're seeing are in-game default cameras. That's all custom that you can set. So, for example, if I'm just chilling here on my cars, like just my regular view, I got my little test car here. I've been working on some setup changes and trying some different things. So this is my little test dummy machine, my little test RX-7. But anyway, so the default key, at least for me, is F. I don't know what it is for everybody else, but you get this right here. You get this camera view, and you can kind of free fly the camera around like this. Now, you see up here, camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all this list right here. I'm not going to do it because I've got them set where I want them, but wherever I take this camera, if I take this camera over here, I look at these guys. I'm looking at the other cameraman right here. If I hit the space bar, it will add the camera in this position to that list. And what it does is it tracks the car. So like it would be looking at my car right here. Now it does zoom in a whole lot, which is relatively annoying because you can't control the amount of zoom. Even if I put this camera in freaking outer space, if I put this shit way up here like this, right? It will zoom in on my car. When you actually view my car from that camera, it'll look like this. From that camera way back in outer space. You can't control the level of zoom, which is kind of a pain. But anyway, so you can see I've got all these cameras preset, and it does it based off what camera is closest to the vehicle. So I switch to Wayne here, and I switch over to the camera view. Oh, he's parked up. We'll switch to somebody else. Oh, never mind. All right. He said, I'll drive for you. But you can see these are the cameras that I'm using for qualifying tomorrow evening, because it works great for solo runs. So I was able to kind of get the overhead view, get outside the fence so you can really get a sense of the speed as they pull away. This camera really shows their angle and rotation. You can see how close they get to the wall. So I really try to choose the camera angles based off such things. But yeah, it's really cool, but it's so awesome for streaming because I can just do this shit right here. I ain't gotta do nothing because y'all, well, you see, you're the wheelman. You're the driver over there. I'm not. I just talk about it and watch. throw my opinions in on situations happening and whatever. So this is the ticket for me, man, because I can just sit here like this. I've got my reshade stuff set up, Kino stuff set up, looking the way I want. I got the game looking cool, and I can just do this shit and sit back and relax. Of course, it's not as relaxing when we're doing slide style stuff, and I'm actually like casting it, you know, like it's a true event and everything. But on some nights, you know, I can just hang out, switch between cars real quick, boom, switch over, bow. Right there. Crown, what's going on? Ah, it's the Booty Hustler. You changed your name. Why did you change your name? Or do you have an alt? Because I wouldn't give up the username Booty Hustler 69. I'd hold on. I'd try to sell that. That's like a... Maybe Twitch will start doing NFTs. And you would have... You'd have top quality shit, man. Booty Hustler 69, that is top quality Twitch NFT material. And if you couldn't tell, yes, I think NFTs are completely a joke. I get the original idea, but the way that it has worked out in practice. Bitcoin, same thing. Love the original idea. The way it has worked out, not what the original scope was. Ethereum is doing a much better job of being what they set out and planned to be. But they're trying to revolutionize like the entire financial system of the world, which I have mad respect for, but governments of countries around the world are never going to let that shit happen. So, but anyway, that's my crypto points for the evening. That's just to throw in there. Because I'm totally an expert in these fields, obviously. Right? See, Wayne says he's digging the red. I don't mind the red. It's in the Discord, Damien. I'll double check to make sure you have. Well, didn't mean to do it quite yet. There we go. Here, we'll switch to this view. Now I can go look. We'll double check and make sure you've got your proper qualifications. You do not. There you go. Now you can see it. It's on the left side. It's called password. We changed it. We made it an actual text channel in Discord, so you have to open it. I found out that people had a way to see, and they could have done some shiesty stuff. So the way we were doing it before. So now you click on password, you go into it if you have the right permissions, and then you can see the content, which is literally just a single text post from me with the password. But yeah, we'll see Damien's ride, get him in here. Wayne, if you think you're gonna stick with the, I can do that. Whatever you want. You tell me what colors you want it to be, and I will update the overlays to reflect that, for sure. Because I mean, Theory's already got the red, white, and black going on. Well, his is more of a burgundy. It's a dark red. It's looking good though. All right, Wayne's gonna stick with the yellow. I got you. Another thing I do too for everybody that's gonna jump in the server and get some practice lines in tonight and hang out with us is I go back and I pull up the VOD when I'm going through and like double checking back over everything in the overlay system and making sure everything's doing. I run a fake event basically the night before, so after I get off stream, I'll jump in our system and I'll just put in a bunch of random votes for people and to fill out qualifying and, you know, make sure it works like it's supposed to. And then of course that fills out the bracket. I'll put in fake votes in the bracket to make sure that's all working like it's supposed to. You know, every so often somebody will get a penalty, you know, things like that to make sure all of my graphics know what they're supposed to. But when I'm doing that, I'll pull up the practice VOD. I'll pull this stream up and look at guys' cars and make sure that their number panel and their graphics and all match up to what's actually on screen with their car. Because you could put in like a burnt orange color and then put it under like the chameleon paint style, and the shit comes out like a bright yellow and green mix. Like it's a weird, you know. So I try to make our overlays match what the car actually comes out looking like. But you guys sending me the hex codes directly from the game is very, very, very helpful. Gets me pretty close, and then I can tweak on it from there. I was finally able to add an automated color picker to our overlay system as well. Speaking of our overlay system, I don't know if we've ever talked about that on stream before. I know I've shown some guys. I have shown some guys in Discord before how it works. I don't know if we've ever shown it on stream, so I could do that. Hero's spinning all over the place, man. Oh, now he's behind the tree. Oh, he said he's going to retry it. He's going back up the hill. Well, while he's going back up the hill to retry, let's give everybody a quick little look in at the back-end system that Charlie and I see. All right, so like I said, this is with the a bunch of, like last night I just put in a bunch of bullshit data, just random numbers and whatever as I was going down to just get stuff in and whatever. So I can show you guys what our stuff looks like. And I've got a couple of new things in the works, so some things are still kind of funky looking. But let me make sure we're all clear and good here. Wayne. All right, Slow. We'll catch you next time, buddy. Hey, tomorrow night. So I'm looking at the wrong camera. I'm looking at this camera. This is the camera that I'm on right now. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on this channel. Slide style qualifying. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an awesome time. Come hang out with us. All right, so let's check it out. I'll show you guys. There we go. It had to update itself. I'll get rid of this little guy so you can kind of see. But anyway, so this is the roster screen. So you'll see where I have active. Well, you can't see my cursor. Maybe I can. Let's see if I got that working right again. Where is my capture settings? Mouse pointer. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. All right, cool. So you can see active drivers here, inactive drivers there. So this is the entire roster of everybody that has ever run a slide style event. And then the active drivers are the one that are currently active in the current event we're running. Up here, I could actually go back through the history and see the results of every event we've done so far. But I need to update the ones going forward because we've kind of changed up the schedule a little bit. But so you can see over on the left, these directly control OBS when I'm on the slide style. Right now, they wouldn't do anything. But when I'm in my slide style profile in OBS, these actually change my overlays and everything for me. So I never have to leave this control panel during a slide style event. So you can see where I can pull up the little, cool little title graphics, the qualifying graphic, the bracket graphic, all those types of things. Calendar, the qualifying rules, bracket rules, all the different, the little informational things that pop up. All that stuff's over here. So, and then it's what the solo driver display and the current tandem that is active, the guys that are, currently driving. So all that's over there on the left. So what you see right here, like I said, this is the roster. So you can see if I click on J, for example, if I hit edit, boom, you see it pops up, slides up at the bottom. I can change colors, do all that kind of business, but all that stuff is right here. So I can save that stuff. And then you can see also the championship points are alongside everybody's names that they've got here. Now, they're listed in order of when they got put in the database on this. So the order is not really important on the roster screen. But as you come over to the qualifying screen, this is what it would look like at the end of the event. Like I said, I'll put in a bunch of just random votes for random people and threw random stuff in there just to get people in spots. And this is what happens As you put people in, the top 11, of course, are locked in. Then you got our last chance section. You can select fan vote. It's all put in here, and you can see where we put the numbers in. You hit score, and it averages everything up. So here's the back-end system for this. And then, of course, it creates the tandem pairs, and this is where we select who's lead and chase, and if somebody gets a penalty, who's the winner. All of that stuff happens right in here. So it's kind of a... yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, and it goes through each round, and then we've got our redemption round, and that's, I think, where I stopped. Yeah, that's where I stopped while I was messing with the with everything. But, of course, while I have it in test mode, I can reset the bracket, reset qualifying, and I'll refresh this, and you will see we are back to square one default. So this is what it will look like at the beginning of the event tomorrow. And qualifying is in order of championship points. So you can see now this gives you a good, basically the standings list right here of everybody that's active. Of course, the actual standings list is on Discord. But yeah, so this is our back-end system. This is how we get how slide style events happen and how we do the overlays during the events and everything like that. And it's all updated live. When I change something here, let's say I put in for Wayne, let's say 10 people gave him a 3 and 14 people gave him a 4 for his run. Boom, you hit score, that averages out to a 3.6. And he's locked in. He's position number 1. So let's say Malte has 70 people give him a 5. And 3 people give him a 4. And Wayne is salty and gives him a 2. So, so hit score on that. Obviously, he's going to come out to he'll come out to a 4.9. You'll see he takes over the top spot. And, of course, we can just hit reset like that. But you can see it automatically places them in their bracket positions as they're qualified. So got that all reset. So that is our system. That is how it works so far. It's constantly evolving, constantly being worked on. But yeah, that is how things work. So like I was saying earlier, so like for Theory's car, for example, the way that he has his stuff set up, I was looking at the colors on it earlier, and I got to thinking on his graphic, the way that I would set it up is I would probably add that this red color. I would put that more, a little bit brighter in here. And set this here as well. And you can see how that changes. And lighten this up a little bit. Too light. Because I know it's hard for you guys to tell how the number plates are going to work out based on what's put in on the thing. So I mean, there for example is maybe a different way of doing it. I'll probably mess with them as I go along, and I'll go back and watch the VOD as well, like I was saying, to update everybody's cars. But that's how that type of stuff works. So that's pretty cool. But there it is. So we will jump back into the game here. Hey, there's Damien. Damien's in the server, chilling with us. Let's see who's rolling right now. Akuza's rolling right now. Got that Mercedes machine working, baby. But while we're watching Akuza tear things up here, the game plan for the future, all future slide style events. This is something I've got to code during the off season, though. I'm not trying to do this in between events, but I would like to figure out how to tap in to the Twitch API directly and be able to pull poll results live from Twitch. So, like, for example, well, it probably had to be on a button press, and it wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't set it up to do it on its own. But, like, for example, Charlie puts a poll in on Twitch, you know, 1 to 5 stars for Akuza, for example. Everybody's voting. When the vote is finished, Charlie can click a button that's like, you know, well, it would just be like save or whatever, but it would calculate the last poll results, or it would deliver the last poll results from Alex on your screen's Twitch account. I don't know what the Twitch API has available, but it'd be pretty cool to just press one button and it to automatically grab the votes, average them up, and stick them in there. So then Charlie doesn't have, because she has to click each one. She has to say, okay, 5 stars, there was 7. 4 stars, there was 6. 3 stars, there was 2. And like, she has to put that in and then hit go, which is not the end of the world, but she's also, you know, doing race control. In the meantime, I'm casting the events, trying to run the replays, you know, all that type of stuff. So it'd be super nice for a run to finish, for a vote to finish, and just hit go, you know, and it just do it and put it on the screen. So that will be the game plan for next year's version of the system. But for this upcoming event, because everything works now, there's no more bugs. As far as I'm sure there's bugs, but there's no more shit that just is broken. I'm having to like work around it, things like that. Everything does what I want it to. Put stuff where I want it to, when I want it to do it.
Ass belongs to Stone Cold
Steve Austin. Your big programming ass belongs to Alex on your screen. So I was able to spend some time this past week just working on graphic stuff, adding details, cleaning things up, some shadowing, some borders, so, you know, things like that, logo placement, that type of stuff, to really try to improve the professionalism of the event. So that is kind of prime goal number 1 for this event. Obviously, is to have a good event and have a good time is always priority number 1, but as far as the broadcast itself goes, that has been my goal for this one. The last few has been to just have replays that work. Holy shit. We were finally able to get that squared away last time around, so. WRC Fanatic, what is happening, my friend? Appreciate the follow. Welcome. We are watching Akuza burn it down right now. He is practicing the qualifying line for tomorrow's qualifying event. Let me get this slide style graphic back up here. But everything you need to know about slide style and what it's all about is right there. You throw that in the chat, that thing, slide style, throw that in there.
Yes.
That'll take you over to the slide style Discord, and that's where all the information on, if you wanted to participate in a slide style event, watch a slide style event, it's all there. But things are good, man. Things are all good. We got a computer built out today. Charlie is going to have her new stuff set up.
Oh, yeah! It's
Stone Cold! Stone Cold is here! Never get tired of that. But yep, it is all good. We are chilling. Started the stream up a little later than I wanted to tonight, but we are here. We're getting it in. Luckily, it's just qualifying practice. So, I mean, theoretically, all of these guys could have done this on their own and gotten the same work out of it. You know, it's not like if it was final practice for the tandem event next week, you know, and I'm not putting up a server, if nobody's communicating, then these guys, you ain't got nobody to tandem with on ours because we run crazy lines. And also, who better to practice with than your competition? So, but you could see, even just from the beginning of the stream an hour ago till now, I mean, look at Theory running this line. It's like he's on railroad tracks. I don't want to jinx him. We'll start talking about him. It's going to mess him up. But I mean, seriously, I need to fix that camera angle so it doesn't stare at the tree when they're driving back down the hill. But I mean, it's like he's on railroad tracks, man. He's got that car locked in. I think Prem's getting ready to fire his line off here. Let's see what he's got. Throws a ton of angle into that first turn. Hey, WRC, man, I talk about it here on stream all the time. You don't need to become a mechanic or any type of expert in cars by any means, but take a little time to search some stuff up and figure out, you know, what shocks do, what springs do. I'm not saying that you don't know that, but I mean, try to look into that stuff of what shock adjustments you can make to achieve certain goals, springs, tires, wheels settings, you know, all of that type of stuff. And if you can have a little bit of an understanding of what changes those make, I mean, finding something that a setup that somebody else has put together, it might drive great for them and doesn't work for your driving style or your controls at all. Because, for example, all of I drive on keyboard because I'm focused on streaming and our events and everything like that. So I'm driving with the keyboard. My setups are not going to work for guys on controllers at all. And they're also not only set for keyboard, but they're also set for my driving style. So I definitely highly recommend, if you can take the time to really dig in and try to do your own setups, your own tuning. You'll learn so much about cars, race cars in particular, especially drifting. I've learned so much about drifting because I always tell these guys, have heard me say it a million times, but I grew up on stock car racing, literally and figuratively. Worked on, you know, short track race cars, late models, modifieds, street stocks, you name it, since from the time I was in high school all the way up till I was like 25, 26, whatever. So, I mean, been around that. I ran on iRacing. I was on there for years. So, like, that's my bread and butter. That's where my brain is. So, working on, you know, started to play CarX and stream and everything like that. And drift tuning is so outside the realm of what I know. Like, I know how to make cars turn left. If you put one of a car that I'd set up for the racetrack in this parking lot right here and pushed it, that bitch would go in a circle, come right back to you. That doesn't work for drift cars at all. Totally different beast, totally different world. I've learned so much about this shit. Just even last night, me and Wayne were talking about some stuff. And I figured out something like just changing the rear toe, because I had this idea set in my mind of, I mean, on a stock car, you generally run zero toe in the rear anyway. Maybe a touch towed in for like NASCAR level stuff at like Daytona or something like that. They would tow in the rear just a little bit for straight line stability and whatnot. But like, never crossed my mind that you could towing in or out depending on, because you think about how you're sliding the rear of the car around, that could drastically affect the way that the rear of the car in a way almost steers itself. Never thought of that shit. Never thought of it at all. So now I've been kind of tweaking on that stuff. It's been fun. Prem's burning it down, man. He's going to do a great job tomorrow. I can't wait. Damien's still chilling. Oh, I like how he's got a little graphic up there on the windshield banner too. And see, that's what I was talking about, Wayne, with where the number 1 he's got there is red. That's because that's the third you see right here with exclamation point slide style. Red, that red color is the like accent color for the slide style brand. And I kind of like the way that came out looking there for his little winner's graphic. Now with that car, because see, I would say that he needs to move his name over to the left, but with the way that the roof line is on that car, where he has it makes perfect sense. Yeah, WRC, I did iRacing for a long time. I had a wheel set up for a while, had that all hooked up, and I did iRacing. I was Class A oval. Well, I was Class A oval and road, but ran a lot of Class A oval NASCAR races. I really enjoyed the super late model. I believe it was Class C super late model races. I enjoyed that. Of course, the Busch Series, or Xfinity Series they call it now. I've always called it the Busch Series. The National Series for NASCAR. I always preferred those races over the Cup races. It felt like the car's more fun to drive. little bit more responsive handling wise. But yeah, I mean, I from doing it in real life, like I was saying, and working on cars, and then to be able to apply the things I learned about setting up cars and going on iRacing and have it react as it would in real life was pretty helpful. And CarX is, I mean, while not a full-on simulator by any means, CarX is absolutely pretty intuitive when it comes to that stuff. Some of the stuff is pretty tricky because there's some limitations to the game engine and some things you can kind of fudge. You'll see guys with little drag racing tunes with little teeny tiny go-kart wheels on the front and these big monster truck tires on the rear, and they're like basically tricking the like all-wheel drive system in the game with and they do weird shit, and the car is like absolutely glued to the ground, and the RPMs that the front tires themselves can achieve because they're so tiny, and then all the grip and ass into the car squatting down on the rear and really I mean, they just get an obnoxious amount of speed. I mean, obviously none of that translates to real life. It looks good, Damien, I ain't gonna lie. Let me bust on over. Jump in the old 180 here. Uh-oh, I got a Wayne in my door. Oh, and that stuff we talked about last night, Wayne. No, I was trying to stay behind a hero, but I cut in too early. Hero, I'm so sorry, buddy. But yeah, that stuff we were talking about last night, Wayne, did not work on the 180 at all. As you can tell. It drives decent. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It actually, honestly, doesn't drive any different than what it did before. But yeah, it's almost like no change. I mean, significant change as far as the stuff that I did, but driving-wise, it didn't really do anything to it. I'll have to send you my updated specs chart. I updated the whiteboard. But yeah, I mean, it drives great. Still, this is still my favorite damn drift car for like comp line stuff, but the changes we were looking for are not there. Oh, I can't imagine trying to learn to do this on a wheel, Hero. It took me so long to get a handle on the rallycross cars in iRacing. And I still never really got a good feel for that. I can't imagine trying to do this. With the level of counter steer and your transitions too, of where you've got the car settled, you know, it's set in its angle, and then you want to transition, you pop clutch, send the wheel back the other way, and it like free spins itself back around, and you catch it, and it's just seeing the guys like I've caught some of these in-car videos that Adam LZ is posting. I see them; they come across on my Instagram, and the shit is crazy to watch. And then, of course, you see like him using the pedals, and now, of course, he's a professional, so he makes it look easy. But I know the throttle control in there is all just based off experience and feel. And you can't, that really doesn't translate to video, because on video, it doesn't look like he's doing anything crazy pedals-wise. But that's the beauty of them being professionals at what they do. Of course, it's going to look easy. It's like an NFL wide receiver. Just looks like he's going out for a Sunday stroll, cuts in on the inside route, picks the ball up, heads up the field a little bit, gets tackled. But then you if you were standing there next to him, those motherfuckers are running at like 25 miles an hour. Custom Sim, what's going on, buddy? I appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome. The RX-7's all right, Wayne. It's still not up to the standard that I was looking for with it. But it's definitely closer than this is. With this car, though, when I watch it drive, the car seems to react like a lot, like when I'm watching FD stuff, this car seems to sit like their cars do. As far as suspension, actuation, and everything like that, how the car is moving and everything seems similar to that, which is kind of cool. All right, Theory, we'll catch you tomorrow, man. Good work, as always. Like I said, man, Mr. Consistency. Winner of our last slide style event over there at the Navarro Airport. We'll see if he can go back-to-back, or if Wayne, Malte, or Damien can reclaim the throne, or if a new driver can come out. Maybe one of the potatoes will take the top spot. Or maybe Hero will come in, take that RX-7 all the way to the top. Could be anybody, man. Could be a Yakuza, the jack of all trades. Bust out any old car and come to the comp with it, and always is a threat, man. You never know. And that's the other thing. It's almost like he's playing roulette. One day he's going to land on the right car combination, and it's just going to be the right day. And he's going to come out and just stomp on everybody. Oh, it ain't going to be pretty, Damien, but we can do a tandem. My bad there, Damien. I missed my shift. We'll do the qualifying line since that's what we're here to practice today. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's see if we can't chase him one. I know I'm not going to be able to chase him like he just did me there, but we'll see what we got. Incoming Wayne, holy shit. I got the wall too hard, now I got to catch back up. See what I'm saying, Wayne? Like, I just can't get back to him. Can match the line, match the angle all day, but like, even if I cut the line in like that right there, like I can't, this car won't do that. I can pull my angle in, I can, you know, get my revs up or whatever. I can't, it won't get back to him. Shit, there is nothing nerve-wracking about that, Hero. What's nerve-wracking is when you have somebody you're unfamiliar with at your door, because you don't know if they're going to be able to make your next transition. You know for a damn fact that Wayne, Malte, Theory, Potate, Charlie, Akuza, Jay, like all of our guys that are here all the time, you know if you ever see them right here like Wayne is, you know that you're safe. They might, because Wayne's all up on me, like grinding all up on the side of my car right now. I am not concerned about what he's doing in the slightest. I am just driving because I know he's going to be with me when I cut over here. Look, he's behind me, and he'll come right back up. We'll go for the qualifying line here. But look right there, like I downshifted instead of upshifted on accident. Like, so totally blew that, slowed way down. He was able to maintain. Oh, your RX-7 is way faster than this 180. This car is slow as shit. Where are you at? Let me run with you. That's the other thing too, man. He can stay behind you. Where is Hero not in here anymore? Yeah, Hero's in here. Where are you at? All right, here he comes. All right, give them a little breathing room. So that way we don't all hit each other in the crossover zone there. Here, slide on back this way to the start line real quick for me. We need to practice our tandem starts anyway. All right, so you know the drill. So we're all ready. Chase car rolls up, yes sir, and you take off. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Oh yeah, your car is way faster than mine. I'm having to like stay way up to the inside here, so I kind of like stay with you. Yeah, you have got nothing to worry about as far as having like Wayne, Malte, Theory, Damien, any of these guys chasing you. Yeah, you're just drive. When you're on the lead, just drive, because they're gonna take care of their part of the bargain for sure. So you just got to focus on throwing down that good lead line, and then it's on your chases where that's where the nerves come in, because you've got to try to be that good chase for them. Tally, what's going on? Where are you at, Hero? You're on the chase, buddy. It's your turn. All right, so check it out. So here, we're lined up. All right, so whenever you take off, you just kind of roll forward. Keep on going. Don't stop, because that's another thing that, yeah, like that. Because that's another thing that people have been doing. They'll roll up a little bit and stop, and then the lead car will take off, and they don't have any momentum, so they get left behind. So, like, when I'm on the lead here, I'm just driving the most consistent line I possibly can. Because the chase, in my opinion, with tandem drifting, or at least SLIDESTYLE's tandem drifting, is the chase driver is doing all the work. You know, all of our lead drivers are talented, good at drifting. I say that as I spin out. But all of our drivers are going to give a good lead. It is not often that somebody's going to give a bad lead, you know? It happens, but it's not often that somebody gives a bad lead. So it's really, SLIDESTYLE is all about the chase. Well, I mean, when you look at pro drifting, it's the same thing. I mean, you know those guys can drive, so they're going to have a good lead. But there's a lot of other factors that go into IRL drifting versus virtual drifting. Well, anyway, Tyler, what's happening? And yeah, that's what I'm saying. WRC is just don't. And now, when you're just playing in like an online lobby and everybody's just kind of vibing and whatever, yeah, it can be a little bit more stressful or whatever. But in in a like a slide style, like our environment here, when we're doing our thing and we've got our line, really just if you're in the lead, just drive your line. Now on the chase, like I said, is you've got to worry about not on the transition is clipping them. So they go to transition, you clunk, you're right in the back of them. You know, you want to avoid that at all costs, but. But I mean, you can see here, these guys can absolutely do it. That is for sure. And part of the beauty of us running the higher horsepower with the 110s, and I mean, you can see Wayne was literally grinding the door off my car earlier. And Damien here just a second ago was tapping on the door of Wayne, and with all the horsepower and all the grip, it really doesn't upset the car at all. Where I know is if you're on 90s, a little bit lower horsepower, slower drifting or whatever, it's a lot easier to kind of knock a car off their angle. But these things, I mean, they just door slam right there, and they just hold it and keep on trucking. So that's what WRC it's all about. It's all about practice. I didn't know jack shit about drifting before I started streaming, and now I've got 600 hours in this game. And I'm obviously by no means a talented driver, but I mean, I'm able to just kind of ride and hold my own. Sky, what's going on? Now, this is the final practice for tomorrow's qualifying. So these guys are all signed up for our event, and they are getting ready to rock and roll for tomorrow's qualifying. We're getting in some final lines. They've started doing a little tandem action now. But if you want to check it out, !SLIDESTYLE, take you to the SLIDESTYLE Discord. And then you got WRC right here. Just pulled the link out right there. That's our Alex on your screen Discord for all of the streaming that me and Charlie do throughout the week. All the different games we're playing and things we're doing. Yep, it's all in the rules, Damien. The car stuff is if you open that PDF, it's all the way at the bottom. The current rules in the SLIDESTYLE Discord right now say 700 to 1,000 horsepower. That's not correct anymore. It's just the 1,000 limit. We're not doing a bottom. If somebody wants to show up with 450 horsepower, who the fuck are we to stop them? I mean, it really doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And also, like, I don't think you can get 700 horsepower in a Miata in this game without like some Kino engine swap stuff or something like that. And obviously we've seen Wayne and Malte have shown up in servers and done it. They can build a Miata that will keep up with their S15s, Yaris's, and everything like that because of how light the car is. It doesn't need 700 horsepower. So that rule has been changed. But it was literally like 8 characters, and I didn't want to download the new PDF and re-upload it back to Discord and everything like that, so that's why I haven't done it. But there's also another new change to the rules that's starting with this month's tandems. So not tomorrow, but the following Friday when we're running the tandem bracket. I got to thinking about it, and one of the strengths of a SLIDESTYLE event is that it's all done through the crowd voting and everything like that on Twitch. And there are no judges, so you don't have to worry about any bullshit or any politics or favoritism or anything like that. You know, it's all like we were talking about earlier. It's just the fans voting for what they see. Like I said, it's really the driving styles and the driving personality that come to the forefront, not necessarily about the best technical drifting. It's being the best you. And I think a lot of our viewers really go for that. Well, one of the problems with that was that if there was a tie in the votes, what we had been doing previously is I just wasn't voting. So that way, when we say everyone's votes count, well, I didn't vote. So when it was a tie, now Alex votes. So I'm the tiebreaker. A, that's a whole lot of pressure to put on me. B, I'm not going to say that I play favorites, but you guys know me. I have a wrestling background. I'm going to make the pick that I think is going to put on the best show, regardless of who is the best because I know the bracket. I know which round is next. I know who that person's going to face off with or whatever. So even if I try not to be biased, subconsciously in the back of my mind, it's like booking a wrestling show to me. I'm thinking what's going to be the most exciting thing in the next round. So that's not good. It's not always going to be fair. Now, we've only come down to 1 or 2 ties ever, and it just so happened that I thought the best driver of that line was going to, it's never come to a situation where I intentionally picked the worst driver because I thought their next matchup was going to be good, but that could be a thing that happens in the future. So I have eliminated that from possibility by adding, I like to make unique rules, something that when you first hear it, you scratch your head. You're like, what? Why would they do it that way? But when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. When there is a tie in the bracket next week, if there is a tie, the tiebreaker is the low seed driver. I will say that one more time. If there is a tie next week during the bracket main event, the tiebreaker, the winner, is going to be the lower seeded driver. And I'll tell you why that is. If you qualify high and you qualify well, you are rewarded, A, with championship points, as noted in the rules. If you go look under the slide style event regulations, you will see the point scheme layout. It's very similar to F1 and how they do their points. So the point scheme layout is there. So if you qualify in the top 6, the upper half of the final bracket, you get some championship points, and you are benefited as being versed against, in a traditional playoff seeding format, you go up against the lower seeded guys. Theoretically, you have the advantage. You should be, or at least better equipped, either your car or with this track or whatever it may be. You may not be a better driver, but the fans in qualifying thought that you put down a better line, at least solo by yourself. So the idea being that the lower seed drivers are the underdog. Well, if they manage to tie you in a vote, you should have done better. But see, and Wayne makes a good point. He says he could do a shitty run tomorrow to try to guarantee that if he were to end up in a situation where he was going to get a tie, he could automatically move forward. Well, that is big time risk and reward, my friend, because A, that puts you lower, that puts you out of the championship points, which affects your seeding in the world final in October. But that also, you might not crack the top 12 and you might not get to run the event at all. Now, which granted, you are in a situation where you are locked in to that final event because you have not only 1, but 3 event victories. So if you so decided you wanted to do that, I'm not going to stop you. But that might put a bad taste in people's mouth, considering it's all based on fan voting. So I leave that stuff up to the drivers. NASCAR had that problem big time when they first started the chase system, where it was you win a race during the season and you're locked into the playoffs or whatever at the end of the year. They had some drivers that were talking about how they would load up all of the shitty stuff that they had, that they either came out of a wrecked car but it wasn't broken enough to justify them throwing away, or they couldn't afford to, or whatever, and they would bring junk cars to the track the last half of the season, make all their contractual obligations to their sponsors, run in like 25th or 30th, finish the race 3 or 4 laps down, pack their shit up and go home. They had a chill weekend. They basically took it like a vacation because they knew they were locked into the playoffs for the championship. That's fucked up. Like, when I pay for a ticket as a NASCAR fan to go to a race, I want to see 40 motherfuckers going 110% to get the win. So NASCAR had to kind of clamp down on that. I don't remember exactly what they did. I think they basically just said, hey, don't be a dick. Like, no sandbagging or whatever. I'm not going to say that because anybody, it has equal opportunity with SLIDESTYLE to come in and possibly win an event at any given time. It is possible. This is Hero's first event. He can come out and win this bitch. You never know. So I'm not going to say don't sandbag. If you want to, go for it. honestly, I'd be impressed. I'd be like, hey, he's playing the game. And I'd talk about it on commentary, too. When I'm casting the event, I'd be like, hey, I'm wondering if he's not riding around the track at 8 miles an hour because he knows he's locked into the final. But nah, man, it's definitely a... Uh-oh. Potato is working on a old Mark II here. I love this. He's got a test. Let me get my test car out. I love he's got a test car like I do. We'll get the old test ride out here. But anyway, so that is the upcoming rule change for the next bracket event. Uh-oh. RX-7 battle here. Oh, the other minor change is we had that thing where in the last 2 rounds, if the votes were within 20% of each other, it would trigger it one more time. And that actually, I think, only ended up happening one time. And I'm pretty sure it was a tie anyway. So the way we're changing that now is whoever wins, wins. If there is a tie, the tie is one more time. And that's only in the last 2 rounds. I tried to flash my lights. This car doesn't have any headlights, which is funny because the front bumper actually has lights built into it, but they're not functional. I lost the angle there. And I got too much speed trying to catch back up. And that's the other thing I think that separates the great drivers from the rest is, like, I made a mistake early on there in my line. I didn't get the right angle switching into the wall ride there, and Damien was able to pull away from me, and I wasn't able to come back from that mistake. That fucked the whole rest of my thing. And there are definitely some drivers here for sure that could make a mistake like that, and by the time they were on the way into the next corner, they've caught back up. They have fixed the mistake that they made. That first corner was entirely my bad there, Damien. My thumb decided it was just going to hang out on the space bar for a little bit. Not just tap it. I was just like, lock the fucking back wheels up. So that is my bad there for sure. Now, for anybody just joining in, when we take this section right here, this is the qualifying line. This is not part of the tandem line for next Friday. This is the qualifying line for tomorrow, which is going to be solo runs. We're just tandeming it because it's fun. But I'm thinking we're going to fire up a server here, open it up for everybody to come join in and hang out with us. What does everybody else think about that? Wayne says, one last run. Swerve, the password's in the Discord. I'm pretty sure you've got the right position or permissions, because you are signed up for the next event. We got Wayne and Damian on one here. Oh, got the RX-7 out with the flanker on the chase here. But yeah, after these guys do a run, and they'll switch over lead and chase, and we'll watch one more. And then we'll switch over, open up the room, hang out with people. We'll throw some music on, I think, and chill for a little while here. Wayne, I think it's that big-ass spoiler on the back of that thing causing you all them problems. Thing's got to weigh 95 pounds. And I love how it's been constructed in the worst way possible for a rear spoiler. So like all of the downforce is going to be pushing downwards on that plane because it's like a big wing. So it's attached from the top. So you've got the side piece and then the wing is attached like this. Well, all that downforce is going to be trying to do this always, all the time. And eventually, that bitch is going to peel itself right out of the bolts. Who designed that spoiler, man? That's garbage. Now, F1 has their center post like that on the spoilers, but that's to help actuate the DRS. The actual wing itself is held on the sides. All right, these guys have got their line knocked out, so I'm gonna jump out of here. We're gonna fire up an open room. Yeah, it doesn't sound great, Wayne. We'll fire the room up here. We'll just name it open practice for slide style because this is the last night before qualifying. So we are going to stick with Springstone. We're gonna stick to the map. So anybody that wants to make some last second tuning changes or anything while we're hanging out with everybody else. But the new room is up, guys, so it's called Slide Style Open Practice now. Came back. What's going on? It's the comeback kid right there. What is happening? He says clean runs. Well, I sure hope so because these guys are running qualifying tomorrow for Slide Style. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the channel. So I hope they're clean runs. My runs ain't clean, I know that for damn sure. Got the old test car out here. This is the development machine. RX-7. Not sure how I feel about it quite yet. Hey, my hands are clean as hell, Wayne. They had to be that way. I was building a computer earlier. Shit. Hell yeah, it came back, man. Exclamation point slide style, like you see right up here. Oh, I appreciate the follow too, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's almost a year-long drift tournament. We run for 10 events, one a month throughout October. Then we got a couple months off, holidays, off season, and whatnot. But yeah, it's a qualifying and bracket drift event we run every month, and treat it like a true FD or D1 or anything like that. We've got the full on-screen graphics, the overlay displays, and everything like that. I'm not here. Well, I'm here, but I'm not physically on the screen. I'm not Alex on your screen for those things. But no, we treat it just like any actual racing event because it is. And it's a fun time, man. We got 18 guys are signed up for tomorrow's qualifying to qualify for a bracket of 12. So there will be, unfortunately, up to 6 people eliminated. But it's all done through fan voting, man. So no judges, no nothing like that. If you come hang out, you are going to be giving a 1 to 5 star rating for these drivers and helping choose their start positions for this month's event. We do appreciate the follow and the support, though. And that's not all we do on the channel here as well. If you head on over to !point Discord, it'll take you to the Alex and Your Screen Discord server. And you can find out what me and the lady friend are streaming throughout the week. She plays more of the story-based games and things like that, and sometimes some horror stuff, because that's more her thing. And then I'm always playing the racing games and multiplayer lobby games and stuff like that. Party games, man. Ah, sorry, Damien. I'm over here texting and driving, but yeah, absolutely, dude. That's what we're going for. Just trying to have a fun way for these guys to get on here, and anybody can participate. You don't have to have a PC. There's no mods. We are all in the stock game. There's very limited rules. It's all about fun. And it's about the drivers, their personality and their driving style coming to the forefront. That's what it's all about. Like I said, with the fan voting, you can't really... It's not always the most technical, perfect drift run wins, you know? Sometimes the fans want to see something different, something crazy. And that's why it's called Slide Style. It's just a fun time, and it's just a different style of drift event. But I used to have a wheel set up. I do not anymore. I used to do a lot of iRacing and everything like that. But before I started streaming, I got rid of that, sold it, wasn't really using it. Got real heavy into Counter-Strike. I'm a Counter-Strike guy. Stream that sometimes during the day. But yeah, got real heavy into that and sold the wheel and haven't been really messing with it. But yeah, I am definitely not the driver, for sure. There's a reason why I am the organizer and the caster of the slide style events, and am not a driver in it. These guys are definitely the driving talent. You got Wayne here. You see these two guys. You got Wayne as a 3-time slide style event winner. Damien is the first ever slide style event winner. Theory was here earlier. He won our event last month at Navarro Airport. It was a fun time. Then you see Primitive Potato there and Guitar Hero. They're two. It's going to be their first time tomorrow, trying to qualify for an event. Swerve's down there too, I believe. I think he was signed up for one before. I don't know if he was able to qualify. Yeah, he was. I think he made a qualifying event. I'm not sure. G, what's going on, buddy? Oh, you can definitely join in here. Well, we had our closed practice earlier. I need to rename the... I'll rename the stream. But yeah, we had our practice earlier. So now these guys are... we're all just in here chilling. There we go. I updated the title. I did not know there is a new Last of Us. So, like, Last of Us 3? I know she didn't like the second one. She liked the first one. She loved the first one. Did not like the second one. So I don't know how she would feel about a third. But yeah, we definitely do. We do some Forza for sure. I'm going to check out next week. I believe on Monday. I need to update the schedule on Discord. But I believe on Monday we're going to jump in and give the new. Because I think I have like the Ultimate Edition or the Season Pass, whatever the hell. I can't keep up with the way they name this shit anymore. But I think I have that. So I should have the new Hot Wheels DLC thing in it. I was thinking originally that it was just a bunch of Hot Wheels cars and maybe a little story mode thing or whatever. I didn't know they were making whole fucking tracks up in the sky like it was Grand Theft Auto. I am totally down for that. So we're going to get on there and mess with that next week. That's going to be fun as hell. Get as many people in there as we possibly can. You are welcome to join us. Like I said, I think we're going to try to do that Monday. Uh-oh, Wayne's car has turned back into a hybrid again. This game is so weird sometimes. Oh, everybody's car is a hybrid now. Nah, there we go. Heroes is making some sound. Yeah, man, if you wanna join in, feel free to come join us. I saw you grab the Discord there, so you can check out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we're doing it, and all that. Slide Style night is Friday nights. That's when we do practice. The schedule for that is on the Slide Style Discord as well as our Discord as I update it. But and then the Friday after that will be the first open practice for the next course, which I do believe is going to be St. Petersburg. We had originally planned it as in-ring, but the lines we had a bunch of different guys come up with different lines, and we practiced some of them a bunch, and they're fun to do. They are next to impossible to practice because they cross over each other too many times, and just a pain in the ass. Gee, the room is called Slide Style Open Practice. If you just search up Slide Style, you should find it. I guess we could name it. We could switch out to a new one and name it Alex on your screen like we usually do. It is 12:30 though. I figure I'll hang out for another like half hour and then go finish out Charlie's new build. Go make sure that that's all set up and good to go. Check out Potato with the ride right here. This thing looks mean as shit. Looks like it's got an iBuyPower sponsorship. Nah, that's badass though. I like it. See, Hero, it's not the fact, it has nothing to do with your driving abilities, is what'll stop you from going back past the first round there. It's going to be the thought process in the back of your head of you not going through the first round. You never know what's going to happen. The other guy could spin out, crash out. You could have a great run. You never know what's going to happen. But you can't be thinking negative like that, man. It's all about fun. It's all about having a good time. That's why it's called Slide Style and not FD or D1 or anything else. It's all about having fun. I wouldn't say all-time low there, Comeback, but it's definitely lower than it has been. It sucks when her old GPU actually like killed itself, basically due to our streaming setup and what we're doing and everything like that. I was going to buy. It was time for me to get an upgrade. I needed a new graphics card, so I had to get a 6600 XT for like 200 over MSRP, which sucked, but even at the time it was a good deal because most of them were going for like 400 over. I caught a deal, so that was unfortunate. We just finished paying that off, but able to get her whole setup. She did not get a GPU. She's still rocking the 580. That card's holding strong and it's doing good, but if the prices keep moving downwards, I might look into upgrading. I did see a 6700 XT for no 70. I can't remember what the hell it was, but it was. I think it was a 6700 XT for a lower price than what the MSRP was on my card when I bought it. But I got to looking up the stats, specs, benchmarks, everything like that. It was like in most popular titles, it was getting 4 more frames. Not going to justify buying a whole new card for 4 more frames. It's not really worth it. And for the games that Charlie plays, upgrading her from a 580 to my 6600 XT is not gonna. That's not a worthwhile jump either to be spending hundreds of dollars. So until I can get like a like a 6800, 6900 or something like that, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But prices are definitely coming down. You are right about that, finally. Yeah, and it's to me, it's all about the. It's like with cars, man. It's the power to weight ratio. It's how much are you willing to spend to get the extra performance with for my build the way it sits, because it's kind of, this has been the Frankenstein build. It's gotten parts here and there over the years. This wasn't like built all at one time and then boom, here's the gaming PC. No, this thing has had parts come in and out of it, things upgraded here, upgraded there, just kind of as time has gone along. And it's same like that situation, something died in her, because that was basically my old work PC. It was essentially a gaming computer, but it was, yeah, my old work PC or whatever. So like the card in that dies, so then it was like, well, out of necessity, she's going to get my 580, I'm going to upgrade, whatever. Well, now she started playing the more graphics intensive, like I said, the story games, and she's been streaming that. Well, she needs the graphics power. Well, the processing power at this point, so she now has a heavier processor than what's in mine. But that's just because that's what's out now. So it's just kind of like that. So this is it's like, I call this the rolling release version. That's like Linux, but in hardware form. It's just the rolling release PC. As I get, the money and whatever, and I need it, things get upgraded. But I am quite happy with my build as it is. It's been the workhorse for quite some time now. I'm very happy with the case. I'm never changing that. My processor is it's a Ryzen 5. It's a 2600, but I haven't come across anything that's bogged it down yet. I mean, it's holding up really well for any gaming purposes. I mean, there's no games out that's even stressing it. It's just the architecture of how it's built. It's doing its job, and it's doing it well, so I'm going to hang on to that. The motherboard that we just got for Charlie's new build is, I love it. Very, very big fan of that. I'm probably going to change mine out to that, but I'm going to keep the processor, cooler, and everything else that I have the same. So I'll probably get that board and some new memory. It's going to all depend on prices, because I'm not about to spend like $300 on it. If I can catch some deals and maybe get it for like $150, $200 or something like that, I'll go for that. But yeah, not going to do anything crazy in that regard. But yeah, I am definitely an all AMD guy. For now, their stuff has just been working for me. The case is I can show you. It's a Fantex. I can't remember the name of the damn thing, but it not only does it look fucking awesome, but it just, as far as cable management and the layout of the interior, the options and everything that are available with it, the cooling, the air movement. I'm just fucking up while I'm talking to you. But yeah, it's out of all the PCs I've ever built. I really enjoyed the case. We just got a, oh shit, what's the brand name? Fractal, I think, is what the case that we just got for Charlie's computer, the new build. Really big fan of that. I was highly impressed with that case. Still like mine better. But I was highly impressed with that one, so, much better than the old NZXT case she had. But let me see if we can get old mobile cam working here. In the meantime, let's pull up who's sliding right now. The primitive potato here is doing a little bit of sliding, so we'll get him on camera while I set this up. All right, let's give this a try here. Maybe. Ah, there we go. All right, there you go. You can see the streaming setup here. Hopefully, you can still hear me. But here we'll slide on over. So there's the Dr. Pepper for the evening. But here's the case. So it's this guy right here. Looks about like so, but pretty happy with the setup. Let's see if I can get, I don't know how much lighting we have going on, but if we can get inside here. You can't really see much because of where you can see how it's like right next to my desk. It's also dusty. I need to wipe this bad boy down a little bit, this glass here. But yeah, I can't really get a good look of the interior there. But yeah, here's the case, and I'm, like I said, Ryzen 5 and a 6600 XT sitting on top of the old audio rack there. Networking stuff is all in there. Here's a little the streaming PC. I swear to God, the dust is not as bad as it looks on this camera. Everything looks so gross. Maybe it is that bad. I don't know. But anyway, so this little guy, this is the actual, what the stream is coming from. So that's powering everything that is up here. So that's those two screens, OBS and everything like that. And then, of course, the main gaming PC right here. So that is the setup. See, it's pretty cool, too. And I can just do that, and then boom, it's right back to the little menu. But yeah, so there's the... that's the PC setup for right now. I wish I had a better view of the interior of it. But yeah, everything looks so gross. It's really not that dusty. Like, but you like the exposure or whatever on this camera, man. It's damn. I'll have to get my little duster thing out. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, well, I'm very lucky that, I mean, because this is kind of what I do full time. So I have my own room. So I'm very lucky to, because like the two walls behind me are painted green. So like I'm like full free roam. Like I can just, do whatever. Like it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I've got the room is set up. You can see the curtain like behind the computer. That's like on a rod that's in the middle of the room. So I've got some storage space and stuff on the other side of the curtain. And then like there's the bathroom that's in between this room and our bedroom. Is all like, because it's like the guest room in the house. So yeah, I'm very lucky that I have gotten to turn this into the streaming space. I've got the lights, the full setup here, my desk setup. I've got, of course, my cameras. I've got my mic, the room mic, all this stuff. So it's a pretty cool deal. I'm pretty happy with the setup for sure. Very, very lucky to have what I do. But we're trying to make something out of this for sure. I've been enjoying every bit of it. Working hard on the stream itself, on everything we're doing, and all of the slide style stuff for sure. Hero, there is no more. It should have just auto-updated you because the PTR doesn't exist anymore. Steam should have just kicked it over. Like, I didn't have a choice, like, because the PTR just doesn't exist anymore once they, like, push the actual update out. So I'm pretty sure there is, yeah, you shouldn't be on, there is no PTR anymore. There is a big new Kino update out, though. Be on the lookout for that. Anybody that's on PC, the new Kino update is out. They have switched over. They have basically cannibalized BepInEx. Because I do believe that is open source. I think they have forked BepInEx. They are making their own mod loader. So you won't have to install BepInEx and then install Kino and whatever anymore. Kino is the mod loader now. It just drops right into the game directory, and then other mods will load through Kino, which is very, very cool. So everybody definitely stay on the lookout for that. Oh yeah, come back, man. That's what we're here for, man. I don't understand. I see I don't like to bad talk other streamers or anything like that, because I know there's a lot that goes into it. I know it's hard and whatever. And I know not everybody is necessarily outgoing or talkative or whatever, but like, I don't understand why have chat if you're not gonna use it. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I go to a stream and I'm like, yo, what's up? And they don't even, like, what's worse is when I see them look at it. Because, like, you can tell by looking at me that my chat is, like, right here. I tried to have it, I used to have it right above my camera. So it was like I was looking at you when I was talking to you. But I like the camera here better. So now it's up there a little bit. But, nah, I hate it when I would like go to somebody's stream and be like, yo, what's going on? And I would see them. They're playing the game like this, right? And I would see them go, and then go right back to the game. I'm like, you motherfucker, boy. But yeah, I don't understand why you have chat and don't use it, man. I love all my people. I love everybody that comes to hang out. And if they're coming to the stream, they like the game that we're playing. They have the same interests as us. They're somebody I want to be cool with. So. But you are welcome to come hang out anytime, man. I saw where you jumped on the Discord earlier, so the schedule is going to be updated there every week. Like I said, Monday is going to be Forza. You are welcome to come race with us, but tomorrow is going to be qualifying. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, going to be slide style qualifying. It's going to be a fun time. Now, I will say, it's funny because I just talked all that shit. I almost completely ignore the chat during slide style events because there's so much going on with our live overlays, and I'm casting the event and everything, like, so don't think I'm ignoring you if you show up tomorrow at qualifying and you're in the chat like, hey, what's up? We treat that like it's NASCAR, FD, F1, whatever, we treat it like that. So don't think I'm ignoring you tomorrow. But, and every so often, if we catch a break, I'll just be like, oh, hey, looking at the chat, such and so happened. But yeah, most of the time, I am fully focused on what's happening with those events. But I appreciate you coming and hang out with us, and like I said, you're welcome back anytime. These guys are crushing it over here, man. Making it look good. Swerve's in here burning it down. Guys, his picture, hell yeah. Rocking the LFA. I bet you I could make a badass build out of an LFA. I might have to mess with one of those. All right. Well, I feel bad that we only ended up streaming like 2.5 hours tonight. But I think I'm about to hop up off of here, go get Charlie's computer finished up, go make sure everything is ready to go for qualifying tomorrow. I'm so excited, man. This shit's gonna be fun as hell. So low stress too, especially since I know our overlay software is doing everything I want it to do, especially after the last event. There were a couple of minor graphical errors that were entirely my fault, and I was very irritated with myself about. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, son of a bitch, I could just change this one line of code and it would fix it, but I can't right now. So I was able to get all of that done. I'm very happy with how everything looks and how it runs. It's pretty damn responsive. I'm happy with that. So I think tonight I'll do a little bit of testing on the replays just to make sure that stuff is still good to go. But after last time, it all worked out perfect, so that'll be good. And then I'll make sure Charlie's computer is ready to rock and roll. Ah, shit, my bad, Wayne. Oh yeah, Potato Swerves, the wheel man. He can rock it. Is this your comp car for tomorrow, Swerve? For qualifying? Uh-oh, Wayne's here to see what's up with it. Oh, okay, I got you. I was just wondering, making sure you got your the little windshield banner deal sorted out, or if you had any problems with that or anything. Because that car didn't have it, but if that's not your slide style car, then that makes complete sense. Hey, B, what's going on? Welcome. You are here right before we're getting ready to leave. We are not going anywhere just yet. These guys have been doing some practice for tomorrow's qualifying event here. Exclamation point slide style in the chat if you want to find out more about that. It'll hook you up with everything that's going on. All the information about slide style. But tomorrow's qualifying event is happening right here on our channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can come in. It's a solo run qualifying event. I mean, these guys are running tandems right now, but you can see them on this line right here. And it is fully fan voted qualifying. Well, slide style is fan voted everything, but fully fan voted. You give the runs a 1 to 5 star rating right here in Twitch chat after it's over. But we've got replays, we've got live on-screen overlays and everything like that. We do it fully legit up in here. But if you want to come hang out with us, man, it is tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun time. We got a bunch of new faces signed up for this one. I'm super excited about it. Then, of course, also there on the Slide Style Discord, you can watch all of our previous events from this year. You can see the evolution of where we started all the way back in January, all the way up until this past month. The general format of the events hasn't changed up too much. Little details here and there. But you can see the evolution of the graphics for the event and the crowd participation and these guys, how many votes come through, and the audience gets bigger and bigger every time. It's always a fun show. Hell yeah, we'd love to have you here for sure. Definitely a big thing for us every month. The last 2 Fridays of every month, man. I can't believe we're almost to the end of July. Isn't it crazy? Time's flying on us, baby. It's Rev over here taking a shot at the line with a crazy body-looking RX-7. I can show you the line real quick if these guys are running. So I'll show you the qualifying line, then I'll get Wayne to run with me here, and I'll show you the tandem line. They're pretty much the same thing, but we'll give you a show of it. So I'll give you the... Are you not seeing the responses, Akuza? It's responding to every... Or is everybody else not seeing them? AB, you got the response from the bot, right? All right, these guys see me. Well, I wonder why Akuza's not seeing the responses. But anyway, so this is the qualifying line here. Come around the wall there. You come back this way. I'm not the best driver, but come back through here. Make your way around. The tandem line is going to stop right here. But the qualifying line comes back through the middle here. Back down around the hill here. Around and up. Of course, you can find the maps for these lines on the Discord as well, both the tandem and qualifying lines. You'll see me and Wayne here. We'll run a hero. Oh, you're the best, man. Look at hooking Wayne up. Speaking of Wayne, me and him will run the tandem line one time here. That was a much better pass through there for me. So there you go. There's the tandem line. But yeah, all of that information is on the Discord. And of course, as we head into next month, because sign-ups are closed for this event as it's happening tomorrow. But next month, or so we've got this Friday. Next Friday is going to be the bracket event. So that weekend, I will work on getting the graphics up with the line for next month's event, which I believe we are switching from in-ring to St. Petersburg. So we have a line for that. So I've got to get those graphics made and update some things as far as the schedule and everything like that. But anyway, Hero, you are the man, dude. Hooking Wayne up. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for all the support, buddy. Always looking out for us. He was also trying to bribe Wayne there a little bit. He says, don't drag me around like a monkey in slide style if he makes it past qualifying. Well, you're definitely going to make it past qualifying. You've been throwing it down, man, and you keep sprinkling that little 360 in there. People are going, the crowd, in wrestling speak, the crowd's going to pop for that, for sure. But we appreciate the love, man. There it is.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
All right. Oh, excuse me. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Normally I'd stay up, hang out, but like I said, I've got to make sure that I get everything knocked out and squared away for tomorrow. Make sure we are good to go for our qualifying event right here at the old Springstone. It's going to be a fun time for sure. I am excited for it. Hope everybody else is too. Prim says it's 6 in the morning. Him and Wayne are on that crazy time, man. I really appreciate y'all, seriously. I was telling Wayne last night, man, it means a whole lot that y'all are willing to adjust your whole life, man, your sleeping schedules and everything to be a part of our events and what we're doing. It means a lot. I really appreciate it, and I hope it's worthwhile in return for you guys, because that's kind of one of the biggest things for me with SLIDESTYLE. Like I said, I wanted to put together an event where anybody that enjoys drifting and has the game can get in and have fun and have a good time, and that's obviously the most important thing, is us all having a good time. But for those of you that love drifting and to be a part of an event like that, I work really hard on the graphics and everything like that, so that way you can take that video and go to your friends and be like, yo, look at the drift event that I was in. And it's not just some piddly stream with me sitting here like during, you know what I mean? Like, it's a real event with overlay graphics, live timing, commentary. I try to make the camera work look as good as possible with, you know, I don't go over the top with the reshade stuff, but I try to make the game look a little crispier, you know. I really want to be able to for everybody to have that, you know. So for you guys come in, you put in the work, you practice hard, you guys drive hard, you learn the lines, and you get in here and you make it happen. So I try to in return give you the best possible product that I can give in return, for sure. I mean, and it's fun as hell for me too. Y'all know with my programming background and everything like that. I was showing you guys earlier how I do the overlays or how I control the overlays. I'm not going to show you. I ain't giving y'all the code now. I can show y'all real quick. I can give a quick scroll through though. If you want to take a look-see right here, this is just the style code, just the display code for the bracket view on the overlay. Just the display code for that. I mean, here's the, let's see, here we go. Here's all of the, every time you see a little driver nameplate tag, this is where those come from. What's a good file? Oh, you know what's a good file is this bitch right here. This monster ass deal right here. This is how I build the bracket. Like, this is how the bracket happens. This is the meat and potatoes that like creates the bracket. So like all of this code, man, all of these files, everything over here, this is all what goes into just doing the overlays, not counting all of the actual graphics and everything like that, but just the code for the overlays. I love it, dude. It's fun for me. I haven't a job that I had years ago, because I've been doing programming and everything since I was probably 10 years old. You know, went to school for it. Wish I didn't. It was a waste of time. Was lucky enough to get a job, and a good job that I enjoyed at first, and over time, man, it sucked the love out of it, and I dreaded it. I didn't want to write any code, and then on top of that, I wrote a whole program for a company. I revitalized their entire business from the ground up, and then they took that code from me and fired me. So I had put all my eggs in that basket, and my entire life future plan was wrapped around that, and they took it all and was just like, fuck you. And I said, I am never, ever, ever going to write a line of code for anybody else ever again. Only for me. And I didn't for years. Didn't write a single line of code at all for nothing. And then SLIDESTYLE comes around and I was like, hey, I can do I can make overlay graphics and everything like that. And I have had so much fun being able to get in and do that. So, I mean, SLIDESTYLE has brought that to me. It's just so, it means so much on so many different levels, man. Italian, what's going on, buddy? And there was not a line of Python in there, my friend. That is all JavaScript, HTML, and, well, less, but basically CSS. Cody, what's happening? We are just getting ready to leave, man. Just getting ready to hop up off here. It's 1 a.m. Got started late because Charlie got her new PC built today. I got that all. I finally got it finished. The shit didn't get here until like 6:30. It left it. It was out for delivery at 9 in the morning. I was hoping it would show up around, so you will usually get packages at like 2 or 3 o'clock. That shit got here at like 6:30. It's like, oh my God, I got to stream in like an hour and a half. What the fuck am I going to do? But that's. We have SLIDESTYLE tomorrow. I'm working, doing the catering stuff on Saturday. She wants to stream. So it's like, holy shit. I got to get it done today. So I was cranking on that. It didn't want to boot up. It turns out the RAM wasn't seated properly, so I had to reset, do that, which is easy. You pop it out, pop it back in. But it gave me a scare. So got some things to take care of with that. I've got a couple of things to wrap up with as far as that crazy code I was just showing. You got to wrap some of that stuff up tonight for tomorrow's event. But we are going to bring some qualifying action at y'all tomorrow. Meanwhile, let's jump on over to the biggest of big head Alex mode. Yeah, that's right. Wayne Hero's going to he's going to be out for basic, so he will not be able to participate.
I drank another beer.
He'll drink another beer.
3 beers.
Son of a bitch.
4 beers. 5 beers. 6 beers.
And a shot of whiskey. But yeah, dude. So he will be back. Hero will be back for next year. Hopefully, next year's SLIDESTYLE. Which, like I was saying, man, I'm gonna go for some marketing for next year. We're gonna get on social media. We're gonna get on Reddit. We're gonna get on the CarX Discord. Some other, like maybe even the Kino Discord if they'll allow it. It's just, talk to some different people in different places. Maybe get with some streamers for a little bit of cross promotional stuff. But next year's SLIDESTYLE is going to be big. This was we did the testing this year. We got everything worked out, ready to go. We're going to crown our first champion in October. And they're going to get their merch and everything. We're going to have all the prizes and everything like that. It's going to be the real deal. And then we're going to have a whole season's worth of qualifying and bracket events and when practices too, that anybody can check out, see that they want to be a part of it. So then when we can start saying next year, hey, the second season of SLIDESTYLE, come be a part of it, people can go and see that this isn't just some new shit. They'll see a whole year's worth of activity, and next year's going to be big. So it is going to be a fun one 110% of the way. I am so excited. We got some new faces tomorrow. I cannot wait. It's going to be great. Like I was saying, just a quick reminder to everybody that's here. When you pop in, if you have not been a part of or been watching a SLIDESTYLE event before, if you're in the chat, I am not ignoring you. We do our SLIDESTYLE events just like it was an actual TV broadcast. So you don't see, Clint Boyer sitting there in a NASCAR broadcast scrolling through talking to Twitch chat. They've got work to do, and that's exactly how we treat SLIDESTYLE events. If this is going to be your first SLIDESTYLE event you're participating in, make sure you are in Race Control voice chat and text chat. They're both the same thing on Discord now. You can have text chat inside of a voice channel. Make sure you are in there tomorrow before 7:45 Eastern time. We try to tell you guys to aim for like 7:30. I will try to post reminders. Charlie usually does that, but she is working tomorrow, so we're going to try to stay on top of it. We might have to shuffle things around tomorrow depending on when she gets home from work. We're going to stay on top of that as we go, but as of right now, we are still aiming for an 8 p.m. start. That means that the drivers' meeting is at 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. So I will make sure to get some reminders about that In that Discord, I will ping everybody that's tagged for the next event to make sure they see it. But you need to make sure you're in there and ready to go. And then I will try to have the server up around 7:15, 7:30, somewhere in that time frame as well. So you guys can be in, getting some final practice in, getting some final runs in. Make sure our liveries and all are hooked up the way they need to be. And everything is good to go. But 7:45 Eastern time, if you haven't contacted us and you're not in the driver's meeting at that time, you will not be competing in the event. We just got to keep it fair that way. Everybody has to hear the driver's meeting. That's racing. You've got to be there for the driver's meeting. At the local short track, the local go-kart track, all the way up to Formula One and NASCAR and IndyCar, the top of the top. Le Mans, everything. You have to be at the driver's meeting or you don't get to race. We say the same shit every week. These guys have heard it. They've all heard it. But you got to be there because if there's any news, updates, any changes, you guys are going to hear about it and you need to know it. And then, of course, you're going to stay in race control for the entire event. Charlie's going to tell you where you need to go, when you need to go, everything like that. But basically, you're going to park your car and stay put until Charlie tells you to pull up and she'll tell you where to go. And we hopefully are going to have more than 16 people. We have 18 signed up, so she is also going to be in charge of who comes and goes from the server when. Do not join or leave the server without her telling you, because you guys know as well as we do, if you play CarX, you know there's big lag spikes that happens when somebody leaves the server. If you leave the server in the middle of somebody's qualifying run, you could ruin it for them. Not cool. You wouldn't want it to happen to you, so we're not going to do it to other people. So things like that are important, and that's all things that we talk about during the driver's meeting. It's 7:45 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So if you are signed up for the event, make sure you're there. It's going to be a fun time. And it's like we talk about, it's all fun and games here for Alex and your screen all the time, except for 2 nights a month. And that's the last 2 Fridays, SLIDESTYLE qualifying and SLIDESTYLE's main event. After those events are over, it runs about an hour and a half. We've got it down, the qualifying and the main event, right at an hour and a half. So you just gotta be able to chill for an hour and a half, no craziness, and then we're right back to the crazy fun times. We jump into an open server on CarX and have some fun. So that's what tomorrow's all going to be all about. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait. So everybody that's here, make sure you are here tomorrow. Qualifying's happening at 8 p.m. Eastern time right here on the channel. Come vote. 5-star rating. Let the drivers know what you think about their runs, and we're going to find out what positions they qualify in, who's going to make the top 12, and who's going to make the bracket for next week's main event, SLIDESTYLE at Springstone. It's going to be awesome. I am super, super excited. Got some new faces. It's going to be cool. But until then, I'm going to hop off, go get some work done, go get Charlie's computer squared away, get the SLIDESTYLE graphics and overlays squared away, and we're going to be all good to go, baby. Kadar, what's going on, buddy? Sorry you got here right before we're leaving. But hell yeah. It's going to be dope. It's going to be hype. I'm excited about it. All right, well, I'm hopping off of here, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I've been Alex. I've been on your screen. You've been you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all the love and support from everybody. It's been great. Kadar, I'm sorry, buddy. You got here right when we're leaving. But tomorrow, man, that SLIDESTYLE event, come check it out. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Come watch. It's going to be sick. Drivers, you have to be there before 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Google it, figure out the time difference, whatever. If you're not there, you can't qualify, and we need you there. We want you there. Love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Aha. All right, later.